All right. Well, hello, everybody. It's Transformation Tuesday. My name is Judy Matejek, Life Mastery Consultant and World Class Paradigm Shifter. Let's take a deep breath into that. And it is Transformation Tuesday. So, who are we? We are a dedicated community dedicated to shift and uplift the planet. I remember when I came up with that, Matt goes, well, one of my mentors, Matt goes, the planet? And I'm like, yeah. So one week at a time, one speak at a time. So every month we bring on people, we have a topic. And the topic for our month of November is alignment and bringing in alignment with your purpose. And so I am so thrilled to bring you Berri Michel, who I've known for a couple of years now. And let me tell you a little bit about Berri because she is so passionate about bike techs in school. So Berri, she envisioned Bike Tech in School project, Bike Tech's flagship program, and it was launched in Santa Cruz, California. So Berri's coming from us from California, right? Pacific time. Yeah. And you envisioned that in 2007, 2008, right?
Yes.
There she is.
You're right.
Okay. So it's also known as Bicycle Technologies Career Tech Class. And bike tech now is being taught in 51 high schools, in 15 states, growing. So through the lens of hands-on bike repair, students learn core academics, career tech, job readiness, and life skills. And students develop critical thinking and mechanical skills. And I love this too, Mira, the environmental and human awareness. I love it. So here's another thing, and I'm going to ask you some questions here. I'm going to go easy, Berri. I wanted to also take some time out here. This is a dream achieved moment for Berri, right? I know she's got her towel.
Got my towel.
Okay, there's a dream achieved moment because I asked Berri to come on because of how passionate you are about what you're doing. And you went, whoop, not me, can't do it. And that was I might have been a couple years ago. And now you text me, I'm like, I'm on. And so your project has grown in the last couple of years since you first got this idea. So let me go on and tell you a little bit about it. Students become peer heroes, fixing bikes for others, building their confidence. And students become ambassadors of safe riding, connected to their communities and our planet. Yes, so I know you could. So Project Bike Tech opens doors to career pathways in cycling, engineering, city planning, and a whole multiple of other careers. I love the fact that you're doing this in the high schools. Now, guided by her belief that one student, one bike at a time, can spark change, Bike Tech empowers youth to engage and graduate to live lives they love and design. So we're going to talk about this and possibly how we can get a class near you. All right, Berri, come on.
Hey, thank you.
My first question, Berri, is why and how did you ever, what was your why behind this?
Okay, I own a bicycle shop in Santa Cruz, and I got into it because of a boyfriend who I then married, and we had the shop together. And about 3 years in, our service manager was saying, I do not want to train another newbie. I'm pooped. I'm exhausted. I say that all the time. So then I believe the universe gave me the idea. All of a sudden I said, why don't we have auto shop but for bicycles? And that idea stuck in my head, and it's been growing ever since, and it won't go away. Like Mary talked about, what do you do with an idea? And it will follow you around if it wants you. So it has over all these almost 20 years now. And so we went to our high school close by, and I had other bicycle advocates in the area, and I started talking about it in my bike shop, and they were interested. So then two of them, one was a curriculum advisor, and another was our local advocate group called People Power, and they took me to the principal at our local school. I hadn't been in school since I'd been in high school, and I wasn't the greatest in high school. But I love this program, and the principal and I and other, like our bike mechanics, built it with the career tech, which was then called ROP, Regional Occupation Program. And it was what I took when I was in high school for sewing, and they wouldn't let me in auto shop, because I was a girl, and I'm old enough that that was a rule back then. But now they let all the gals can come in the bike tech class too, in auto shop if they want to. So things have changed, and
I love that, don't you?
I do.
Well, tell me more. Tell me more.
So as we started at one school, the next school came on, which is in our same town, immediately. And we grew actually 7 schools in our town while ROP was running it. But then Career Tech took over sometime, I can't remember the years anymore, but they took over, and they weren't as supportive, and they were like ROP still exists in California, but some are career technical districts and some are ROP districts. And I can't really explain to that, but ROP and I and Bike Tech really formed something. So it's been, 2 of the classes are still running strong, and they're really great, but the other classrooms have not. But we did go across country, and 51 other classrooms, well, we're 2 of them, are running across the country, and some of them have multiple sections, like 5 classes per day full. And we used to have that in our South County, but for some reason that career technical district decided not to continue with that. So that closed, and we gave the tools to another school. And it's kind of flowing. I go grassroots easily. We have an executive director in Colorado, and he just took over a couple years ago from the one that I built it with, Mercedes, and I built it to the 51 classrooms, and now he's going to build it to 111 by 2027, right?
Yeah.
That's my dream, to keep growing it for kids to have in high school, because we found that, myself included, it helped me engage to be able to finish my schooling, because I kind of didn't care. And I also find that some kids I've talked to as they've gone through it, that why I said peer heroes is that they learn to work on their own bikes in class, and then they help all their friends and family and community. They even go and volunteer at, say, at open streets or bike to school, bike to work day. And I see us, it's still small. There's 26,000 high schools in the United States alone. And we would like to go outside the country too, like Canada is somewhat interested, and Mexico. And I see it as a way of giving kids a platform to build from, that they have like lefty loosey, righty tighty skill of which I use I mean, I have to use it because I'm tightening something. I'm like, maybe I'm tightening in the wrong way.
Oh, I have no idea what you just said about lefty loosey, righty tighty. See, I take my bikes, and Jody, my son, we're
Yeah, your
bike,
son rides.
and I love the local bike shop. It's called the Peddler Shop. But I love it. I love going in and supporting them, and the young people in there who are ex. Oh my
They're
God.
amazing. I love bike mechanics. They critically think all the time. Is that the right way to say it? They're just like, they're always kind of designing things. and it's pretty interesting working in a bike shop with a bunch of mechanics because I was always creative art wise. They are creative art wise and engineering wise and every different wise. And I do save city planning because as the kids learn about bicycles and how it all integrates, and we all share the road, and it's kind of unsafe if we don't know how to share the road or off road. Like, do we stay on the right? Do we stay on the left? We stay on the right is where we're supposed to be in this country. Other countries are different, that their road rule. Anyways, we follow the road rules and we teach about that because also kids can be like, what does it matter? Well, it
Oh, it
matters
matters.
because you can really get hurt. And now with the e-bikes, they can go really fast and get hurt faster. So, and strong, like e-bikes, we're working into the bike tech classroom and talking about it. Not as much working on them yet because they're really more expensive and to get all the tools and equipment. But they're the same basics as a bicycle mechanical wise. And then there's an electric engine on it that propels
That's
it.
so
A
cool.
little too fast for some. So there's legislation going up in different states on how fast the bikes can go with different pedal assist or throttle. It's great.
The things I like about Austin, that there's designated bike lanes all through the city, and that, well, yeah, it's a biking city, and the I wanted to ask you a question about well, a couple of them, because I just went through my garage, right?
Right.
We got 9 bikes in there in various shapes and forms. 3 of them work really good. Jody's on it. That's his only transportation.
Oh, cool.
And so, well, one, there's a lot of parts out there on those bikes.
Hmm.
Donate. I mean, yeah, bike tags, but parts are expensive. The tools are expensive. And so in in your in your, I don't know how to ask, but like, what would you suggest? Okay, so you got a whole community here, thousands of people, and they've got old bikes sitting in the garage. They're never going to ride them. What would you suggest that they do,
With
possibly to donate? Yeah.
Well, that is a big question, and I would like to start with that there are 15 million bicycles going in landfills globally.
No way.
And I heard that from our director did a TED talk on what if bicycles could save the world. But I learned in there that 15 million bicycles, so a lot of them are department store bikes, a lot are from other countries. And I just talked to somebody who's a bike person, and he goes, by the way, I still have 60 bikes that I could give to somebody. So there's a lot of extra bikes in garages, and then they go outside the door, then they get rusty, and then they end up in a landfill. So you're correct that parts and like if the bike isn't really that good, it could cost a lot to fix it. And a bike shop should be able to tell you whether it's worth it for that bike or not to fix it. Because some bikes are department store $100 bikes and they're not going to be very fixable after they've been hanging out a long time. They get frozen in their cables and there's no oil. They rust. There's all sorts. Yeah. Bicycles, they're really awesome when they're running and you can go get on one and go have fun and ride your bike. When
There
they're
you
not working, getting them in a car down to a bike shop's difficult. So what if, my thought, with all these kids learning the basics, they could fix a lot. A lot of it is a flat tire that will keep you from running anymore. And so the flat tire then ends up into a bigger repair. But the flat tire, getting the bike down to the bike shop, it's not rolling very easily. And so that's
Yeah.
that's the scenario of a bike in the garage.
So I would like to have you like take a deep breath in here and bring me into a moment of time where you saw that your class made a difference in the kids that were taking your class. Like you don't have to say names if you don't want to, but like, like tell us about why this is so important for those, not just kids, they're
Hmm.
young people who will be learning something that they'll take the rest of their lives. So tell us about a moment in time where you knew you were on your mission.
Okay, well, there's a few, of course. And one of our things is after high school, they won't let us have contact to the kids unless they give it to us. So we're working out a way to keep our alumni connected with us. So if anyone's an alumni out there, please contact me. We lost you, but we love you. And so I have a story of a kid that's in our shop right now who started 3 years ago. Excuse me, I'm wrong. Excuse me. He started this section 3 years ago. But when he was in high school, I knew the teacher. She was a friend of mine, and she said this kid got put in my class, and he could care less. Because that's what ends up happening is the counselors will take a kid that doesn't have a direction and then they'll push them into something. So maybe the kid said, I like bicycles, kind of, I don't know. And so he got in there, but he didn't really like bicycles. But as he was in the class, because he had to be for school and to graduate, he started really liking bicycles and he started making friends with the other kids that were riding, and he ended up coming into our shop after he graduated, and he worked about, I can't remember the timing, but he worked a few years there. Then he ended up working with a teacher out at Calfee Manufacturing, which is a bike manufacturer, which some people may know about. And so he worked there for 3 years, I think, and then now both of them came back and worked in our bike shop. And he's so great. So what we call the kids that come out of the class are trainable trainees. They know what the tools are. They know the safety in a shop situation. They could go into auto tech. They could go into. Um, there's a really big need for. Excuse me. I can't remember the name of it, but agricultural machinery needs. I think it's diesel. I think I'm saying it wrong, but there's a need, and our kids are trained with the tools and things, and they can go in agricultural machine fixing, saying it wrong, and that's a pretty lucrative job to get. So the careers are why I was saying before that they could do city planning is they're learning all about bicycles and all about how they work, and they're thinking bicycles, but they're going to take engineering, but they're still going to have bicycles in their mind. And as long as I've been around, bicycles are around. They've been going. The Wright brothers were bicycle mechanics,
Right.
and they said their dream was that if we can dream it, we can do it. So I have kind of installed that if I can dream bike tech into all these schools, it can happen. And we're gathering people to help install it into other classrooms. So we have a package that you can buy from Project Bike Tech that has all the equipment, all the tools. So
Wow.
it comes with bicycles when there isn't a tariff problem. I'm not quite sure right now, but there's still 9 bikes in your garage that so we can teach on older bikes, but we tend to teach on new bikes that are all the same in the classroom and rotate them after 3 years because they get really worked and
I'm gonna, I want to interrupt you here
please.
and call to mind here. Now take a deep breath in here. You're doing a great job. I'm watching you speak with that I'm a brave thinker t-shirt on. What does that mean to you, Barry? No, yes, I mean, when you wear it, right? What does it mean to be a brave thinker? And Barry,
One thing is I'm here.
you know, it's not too hard, is it? It's kind of fun.
Well, you
Yeah.
made it very easy because you're so loving and you're so open, and I just love you, and I could apply that to myself. But what it meant, I got this T-shirt at the Dream Builder Live Virtual in September, and I was wearing a tie-dye t-shirt. I decided I would wear, I'm always wearing black, so I thought, oh, I'll wear a tie-dye t-shirt, and Matt was doing the air guitar thing, and so I was just playing, and all of a sudden my name, I was like, what? And so I was a bit frozen, and all I could think of to say was never, never, ever give up on your dream, basically. Never, ever give up. Like Winston Churchill, I think, said that.
Yeah, say that again.
Never, never, never give up. And then I will add on my dream for bike tech and my life. So I won this t-shirt by doing air guitar, and then I would love to say that I haven't done my gratitude yet because I chicken out on posting
Oh, up
on
until
social media
now,
up until now. So I'm still planning on doing that because I wrote it.
I win by after we hang up, right?
Oh, oh, by when? Yes, maybe. I don't think I'm ready.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be coaching you on this call. So
It's
let's
okay.
take a deep breath in. There's one other question I want to ask you because this goes out all over the place, not to scare you or anything. But if you were okay, if you're riding your bike down the road, right, in Santa Cruz, no matter where, and there, and I don't know if you have billboards and stuff where you are with this one, and you looked up, and there was your picture up there, Berri Michel, right? And there's thousands of cars going by there every single day, and they're looking up for a sign. They need a sign, and they need a message. What is it that your message that you would love to get out there to the entire world, Barry?
That's a big sentence. I'm not. um,
Now remember, it's just like you're riding a bike, so you're just going boop. Oh, okay, well, okay, and they're gonna remember it because you said it.
yeah, that's a big question because which would I want on there that would really say all this stuff? So maybe empower students to graduate and learn bicycles. I mean, excuse me, to learn to share the road safely with pedestrians, bikes, and cars and other users.
Oh wow. Oh, there you go.
Something like that.
Share the road.
Share the road, share the planet. Do maybe share the, maybe you could help me come up with a billboard.
Yeah, I love it. Share the road. I mean, you know how I like
Share, share.
it was what it's been 2 years now since my son got hit by on his bike, hit by a truck.
Is he's all better now?
Yeah, little achy,
Yeah,
whatever.
so
But
sorry.
the whole thing. It was one coming back and using the tools that we learn about visioning, right?
Mhm.
Visioning, and the cool thing was the guy brought over a brand new bike immediately.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Took care of all the medical stuff and all that stuff. But the thing is, it was a collision that was divinely appointed. I can look back and say that now. Not so much then. It was a divine boom, where um, and the police, the EMS, all those things, they were all like the same age as my son. And I stood back and watched the three or four of them, all these, they're men. Um, and they all took care of each other. One was in a fire truck, one in EMS, one on a bike, one in a truck, but no one was blaming anyone. It
That's
just
cool.
happened. And so that was like a communication that I was like in awe. And it still continues now, where there's an awareness. Yes, there are bikes on the road. Yes, there are. There's cars all over the place. An awareness of each other and each other's talents. So I want to honor you today, Barry,
Thank you.
because as long as I've known you, you've not given up.
Yeah. The ideas following me around, I have thought about giving up a few times because
About one of those times.
up until now, well, my, you're asking one of those times. Okay.
Yeah.
So I my daughter and I and our bike shop, I adopted my daughter and my son out of my bike shop, so they're not really my kids, but they've been with me for 30 years. So they're my kids by adoption. And oops. So we started Project Bike Tech, and our first director, she was really, we worked together. This one I have now, he doesn't really want to talk to me very much. So that is something that makes me feel like, what am I doing here? But then the idea still comes up that I love the bike tech class for kids. It empowers them, it helps them to grow and to have lifelong whatever they want to do with it. But if nothing else, they're going to be more aware of other bikes on the road and, to share the road more effectively without running into each other. I'm losing my train of thought, sorry.
Okay. Well, what would you love to have us hold for you?
Oh,
What would you love to have? Let's take a deep breath in, and we've got a huge, we've got quite a community here. And what would you love to have us hold for you, Berri?
uh,
And
okay. The Project Bike Tech is thriving and having fun together, producing these classes and up leveling them as we learn more things and spreading it all over for kids to have. So as Project Bike Tech is unified, then we can spread out over for more and more kids to get into the class and empower.
we're going to send you some energy from all over the world. Project Bike Tech, boom, boom, and we'll put some links in the, in paradigm shifters and everything. But ready? Are you ready to receive it?
Yes.
Boom. Oh,
Received.
well, thanks so much.
Thank you so much for your questions. And I guess they could get hold of me by Berri at projectbiketech.org. And they can see, everyone could see what bike tech looks like by going to projectbiketech.org, and there's videos on there.
Amen. Well, we'll put all that stuff in there. Thanks so much for coming in here.
Thank
Boom, dream, achieve, moment. Hold up that towel.
For bike tech kids everywhere, dream achieve for them.
Okay, hold on. I gotta get a screenshot of that. Go ahead. One more time.
For
Say
for bike kids, oh wait, I can't say it now. For students everywhere to have bike tech class and have fun in it.
amen.